This program is intended for mature audiences only and contains strong or potentially offensive language of an adult and sexual nature. So, listener discretion advised.
The views and opinions expressed on the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City do not reflect those of Vegas All Net Radio or its affiliates.
All music, stories, and characters are the sole property of their creators and are protected under international copyright laws.
Sierra, Alexia, Mama, and Sweet Cheeks are personalities put on for your entertainment.
The stories are real. The language is explicit. The behavior is unbelievable.
If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Blasting to you straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada, it is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, starring Sierra, Sweet Cheeks, Alexia, and Mama.
And people around the world.
It would work if I turned my microphone on.
Do it again.
Good evening, Las Vegas.
And people around the world.
And all you motherfuckers in Manila.
Manila. All you bitches in Manila envelope.
Yeah, Manila envelope. There we go. Hey, we've got some pretty faces in the studio today.
We do.
We have our guest today, and they're going to be staying for the whole 3 hours. Woohoo!
Woo.
Is Hard Candy, porn star extraordinaire, Hard Candy, and her producer, manager,
cameraman, everything, shoeman.
Are you the boyfriend as well?
No.
No.
That's my brother's job.
Did you see the look on his face? No. That's your brother's job? Wait, that's your brother's job?
That's just a joke too. I had to put it on somebody else, not me.
And that would be D. Hef. And then we have a community social butterfly over in the corner. We know we needed we brought in Toxie as the blonde, but we knew we needed a blonder blonde, so we brought in Tammy, and because we know how you boys out there like the blondes. So there you go. If you're listening to this on podcast, make sure you shoot over to our YouTube channel, and you can see the beautiful Tammy. Blondie,
Blushing,
in the corner there with her.
She's a dancing
leopard
queen.
She is a dancing queen. Yes. So we understand that you guys went to Plush last night and did a lot of dancing together.
Yes, lots of dancing, lots of vodka and tonic. Good times, twerking.
Are you suffering?
Lap dances.
Are you like the other girls who have to go for pancakes afterwards? So did you get vodka and tonics and pancakes?
No, I got jalapeno poppers.
Ooh.
I was like, bitches, let's do it right. So it was a little rough this morning.
So was there like some tandem dancing going on between the two of you? Is that what I heard?
I didn't go to. I wasn't there last night at Plush. I've been there many times before in the previous ones, but I couldn't make it last night. So.
But you two have tandem dance together.
We do like it's a little mime dance. Kelly's usually really intoxicated.
Hence the nickname Toxie.
Yes. And it's usually Tammy, dance with me. Okay. And then it results in some like pretty sweet shit on the dance floor. We're out there, we're roboting,
pop locking, and
you know the arms are going.
A lot of white girl,
right? And we got the mime going on, like
dance off. It's very funny.
Dance off. And
there was twerking last night. Can you actually twerk? Do you have that back muscle?
I don't have any ass. I'm a fat girl who does have no ass.
No, it's just because you're white. That's all.
I'm
the same way.
I was not twerking, but I was giving a few lap dances. So yes.
All right.
Wait, hold on, lap dances, because that's my area of expertise.
Yes.
Oh. So you were giving lap dances or getting? I was giving them. Only to females, though. I have to work my way up to the males to get a little more confidence. This is what we'll do. Are you going on Saturday? Yes. Well, I will take you person to person. Wow. And get you the lap.
You should start with her husband.
Yeah, you start with my husband. Okay. Then we work it. I have a network. I have a lap dance network. Then we work it around, and then you work your way up. All right, sounds like a plan. Right?
I'll be there. I'm saying.
Do I have to split the dollar bills with you? You know, they don't pay me. I didn't know they're supposed to.
Not even in drinks, Toxie?
No. Oh, well, I do get drinks.
Okay.
And my husband's word is, like, if you can get a free drink, you get a free drink. So he doesn't care. He's like,
so that's the goal,
dance.
Tammy. That's the goal, is at least minimum free drinks.
Free drinks. I'm in. So Saturday we will see. Well, let's keep a tally.
Remind me to stretch
Let's see
before
how
this,
many.
though.
Let's see how many free drinks we can get. Like,
All
let's
right.
make a tally, and then we'll discuss it.
Well, tell everybody what's coming. What's Saturday?
Oh, Saturday is Red Label.
Right.
BBW Club Las Vegas at the Red Label on Sahara. And we will definitely be there.
You are
and
like a fixture at that place.
I'm a fixture. I
You
absolutely
have your own corner.
am.
It's
I
named
am-
for
does.
you.
If Toxie can't come, Red Label doesn't go on.
Right. Well, let's just close the doors that night. But no, I've been there. I'm a very dedicated BBW Club Las Vegas fan. And I have gone to, almost all of her events, and Red Label is, one of my favorites. So.
It's the red, huh? It's the red and the glitter lights.
It's the
It
fried
is.
rice that you can get to take home with you.
Oh.
Have you all experienced that yet?
That's
Oh.
good stuff.
I didn't
But they
know
got a
that.
lot of they have a sampler platter that is really good too.
Of course,
A
it always
Thai-
goes back
Is it
to
a
that.
Thai sampler platter?
It's Thai Chinese,
Nice.
so you can get satay and wontons.
Right. Shrimp
I-
rangoon, I believe, is wontons.
Yeah.
The problem is I can't eat and drink at the same time. Like I've never done. You're interrupting my drinking time when you're bringing food. Like this is pure drink time.
No, you take it home with you.
I mean, I go out after. Even if no one else wants to go out, I will go into McDonald's and get a kids meal. Like I will eat after. There are times where I wake up in the morning in bed and I have like a kid's toy by one ear, like half a bun from a burger like by the side of me, and I asked my husband, I'm assuming we stopped at McDonald's afterward, and he's like, yes.
Do you remember? We have a funny
I
McDonald's
forget
story,
a
you and
lot.
I. You don't remember, do you?
I do remember.
We'll have to tell that sometime.
Yeah, it is a good one.
Cali Guy says that Toxie is the lap pimp supreme,
Right?
and he has been procuring lap dances since 2013. Superman says it's all about the red, but the Red Label. So
Right.
it's very cool. You guys are very popular there. I guess everybody knows who you are.
I don't know if that's
Well, after next week, everybody will know not who we are, but who our dances, like our lap dances.
yeah.
I want some of the pop lock and robot dancing
never
on
seen it?
film.
Have you never seen
I've
us
seen
do
it. I've seen little
Okay,
pieces, but I want it recorded for posterity.
I
Gonna
don't.
put that shit up
People-
on Vine.
Right.
It's people like to record, and then my husband's really good about like he'll record things and then he'll show it to me, and I'll get really upset because I don't want to know what I did. Like if his only job is just make sure I don't get arrested or go home with strangers, and
But friends is
That's
okay.
it.
Like I could take you home.
oh yeah, I mean
All right.
trust me, he'll carry me to your car. Like that's okay. But he's like, please somebody take my wife home. She's a little too drunk right now.
I've got to stay and
Just-
party some more. Just
right?
take her
He's like,
home.
Just give her some McDonald's, leave her in the back seat of your car. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Are
Don't
you a
worry.
puker?
Funny story on that. Not always. But I was in the back. I have this friend, and we ride over together sometimes. So we meet up at her house. We get our pre-drink on. So I started a little pre-game early, and on the way over, we rode over in her vehicle. And all I remember later is her saying, "There's no shame in it. There's no shame in it." Roll down the window. And apparently I puked down the side of her vehicle. Not inside though, but like all down the outside. Ironically, in the parking lot of a McDonald's. So
Cali Guy corrected me. It's you who have been procuring lap dances since 2013. Sweet Cheeks, you see she's not in the studio right now. That's because she is at a gangbang.
She's not being banged or ganging.
Right.
She's the director of
coordinator-
operations.
Right. She's the coordinator, director of operations for the gangbang with Eliza Allure, who we've had in studio for the last 2 weeks, and she is on her way. So that's we've got. I'm sure we have lots of stories coming from that.
do we have a status like on the state of Eliza's vagina? Has she texted any updates?
Hard Candy, have you done any gangbanging?
No, I have not.
Is that something that you want? Oh, she said yes. So my next question was going to be, do you want to do some gangbanging?
In the near future.
Yeah, as long as you can get paid, right?
Right.
I would just like you all to know, as soon as we started talking about gangbangs, the automated Ustream bot showed up in our chat. Keep the gangbang to a minimum.
I didn't type it in the chat.
No, but I don't know.
They're psychic that way.
Yeah, they must be.
So,
Fucking
a couple
bastards.
things that happened in the news this week I wanted to get your guys' opinion on. Republican Governor Chris Christie is being accused of being vindictive politically. Have you guys been following this story? It's like
Yeah,
the
'cause
biggest story of the
He
week.
supposedly shut down the Brooklyn Bridge or whatever the
George
fuck
Washington
it was.
Bridge, right? He
Whatever.
closed a couple lanes on the weekend of 9/11. Which caused hours-long gridlock. Ambulances couldn't get where they want to. He fired his deputy chief of staff because she was the one that ordered it to happen. Do you guys have any knowledge of this, or do you have an opinion on it?
I heard about it.
I heard about it.
Here's my thing. Chris Christie's not the kind of vindictive guy to shut shit down like that. Especially after all of the rebuilding and repurposing he's trying to do with New Jersey. He's trying to get it back on its feet. He would never shut down his thing. And the fact that he took the action, fired the people that were responsible for it, came straight out and said, "My bad, I didn't know about it. It won't happen again." I believe him.
So you think it was his people that did it?
I think it was his people that did it. I don't think he did it. I don't know.
Now, a lot of people are saying that this is a non-story. It's a fucking, traffic jam in New Jersey. So who the fuck cares?
Right.
But Chris Christie plans, pretty sure, running for president.
And I'm voting for him.
Okay. So even though I don't know so you haven't been following all the news this week and all the other things that have come out showing a pattern of being vindictive politically.
No.
Okay.
I have been blissfully sick and
Okay.
not watching anything but the Science Channel all weekend. So
Okay.
I have to admit that I know virtually nothing about this, but I can tell you everything that went down in a timeline with the Justin Bieber egging situation.
Which is something else I do want to talk about a little bit.
I
So
can
that's okay.
tell you everything you want to know
Okay,
about that.
we'll
but
come back to you right after that.
politics?
you heard you're up on the news more than I am, Tam.
The Doug Christie thing, I've been following it. I really, I don't know that much about it, quite honestly, to have an opinion on it. But I'm like, good for him if he did do it. I mean, if you have that much power, I mean, I don't know.
Would you want someone like this who does this on a regular basis to be a president of the United States?
Yes.
But has he done it on a regular basis,
Yes.
or is this one?
That's what they've been
instance?
proving all week.
Okay.
Yeah, there have been
Again,
several
sorry.
instances. Yes.
See, I'm not aware of
Right.
those, so
If it's a tactic that works, absolutely, I would love for him to do
I'm gonna
that.
say good for him.
Because
if
there are
he
some
got-
assholes out there. There are some fucking asshole states out there that could use a good old presidential beatdown right about now. and unfortunately, poor Barack Obama is walking on eggshells because if he does anything wrong,
If he does
he's-
anything.
Oh, yeah.
If he does anything.
No,
it
if
doesn't
he
have
does
to be
anything,
wrong.
if he gets up and farts the wrong way in the morning, they're going to try to impeach his ass, and that's just because the political system is fucked up. So, but if we're going to get a president who comes in and goes, you know what, you're fucking with the system, and so the system's going to fuck with you, I think that's a good thing. We need a president to get in there and shake some shit up, and that's one of the
Okay,
reasons.
so this is the reason that this is such a huge deal in the news is because kids could not get to school. Ambulances could not get through on the George Washington. The George Washington Bridge is the busiest bridge in the United States of America, and the closure of 3 lanes or 2 lanes or whatever it was caused gridlock that lasted 4 to 5 hours. So this is why this is a huge news. And then the allegations after of all this, he's got like 3 inquiries against him right now. One from the state, one from the people who do the pier, whatever, those guys, and then I think there's a federal one as well. So that's why it's such a huge deal
What
right
are
now.
the other things that they've proven that he's used as a vindictive political thing?
One was when the mayor of I can't remember the name of the city. One of the big cities in New Jersey. When he got elected, he was a Democrat, and they had all these appointments set for everybody in Christie's administration to come visit him and help him get set up and get acquainted with his new city. And when the newly elected mayor said, "I am not going to endorse Chris Christie in the governor's race," they pulled all support from him, and they only got like 2% or 5% of the Sandy relief funds. So he lost his funding, he lost any support from the governor's office, and everything else. So that was one thing, and there were a couple other small minor infractions as well. So That's why it's huge. And the whole thing about being politically vindictive and do we want that in the White House? That's a big question because Chris Christie is like the front runner behind maybe Paul Ryan,
Oh,
for
I'll
the
vote for either one of them.
Republican seat. And Chris Christie also garnered a lot of goodwill when he hugged Barack Obama during the Sandy hurricane thing. So there's a lot of hoopla going on about it, and I've been following it because I listen to Rachel Maddow every day. She puts out a daily podcast, so I listen to her every day, and she's got like the in on what's going on. You guys in chat, if you guys have any opinion on this as well, what about you guys? Do you know anything about the Chris Christie situation?
I myself, I try to stay away from politics. Just shit out.
Did you vote for Barack Obama as president?
Unfortunately, I couldn't vote because of my
Are you
past
not
situation.
an American? Oh.
I was on probation.
Gotcha.
That's all done now. But no, I of course in my heart was hoping that he did make it. Of course, the first black president. But I've always been like that since I was young. Didn't really pay too much to politics, sports and stuff. Always took over my mind. But it sounds like a pretty effed up story that's going on here. So it does sound like a flexing thing, which is like, okay, you want to mess with me now? This is what I'm going to do, which sometimes is very good for the soul. And even though it may hurt, like I know it shut down the main bridge, but maybe that's what it took to wake up. You know what I mean? I'd rather see that than 2 buildings get blown up or something like that for us all to come together. And so maybe it was.
We need a president. We need a president willing to push the big red button. Maybe he won't, but he's got to be willing to.
I've got another story about the big red button. So hold on. What about you, Hard Candy? Do you know politics at all? Do you know the story at all?
Unfortunately, no. I work too many jobs, party promoting, and another job and porn job. So I really rarely watch TV.
So, but if laws come up that say that you're not going to be able to do porn anymore, you're definitely going to get politically involved, right?
Yeah. I'm tearing shit down. I'm tearing shit down.
Well, that's good. As long as you know what the priorities are.
Let me ask, because where are you guys from? Are you local?
California.
You're from California. So now, aren't they moving because they're implementing certain laws in the state of California regarding the industry? That a lot are moving to Nevada, or to Las Vegas specifically. Is that something that
it's very huge? It's very huge. I definitely have a big opinion. For one, I'm Team Raw, and that's Team have sex with no protection in a safe way, because there's a very safe way of doing it. What you'll find out about the whole condom act, you have a lot of people that chase the dollar bill. So they're doing things recklessly, like without no caring. You know what I mean? If you do everything step by step, there's no way that you can't have safe, unprotected sex and do it in a cleanly manner. You know what I mean? There's rules. But then that's when people's personal life involves a lot. Like when you become a porn star and you're dealing with the unprotected sex part, you have to protect your personal life. You know what I mean? You damn near can't even have sex with anyone outside of the porn industry, just for the simple fact you are dealing with an outsider, and they may not be on their sexual transmitted disease reports or everything that, you know what I mean, of that nature. So California definitely is trying their hardest and have done the condom act, and I'm actually looking for a house out here as we speak so I can film and be able to keep on doing it, because I think I've done a survey myself, asked many of people, and to see a condom in porn is a turnoff to a lot of people.
Can I ask you a question? It's not a law here in Nevada that you have to do porn with a condom, is it?
No.
So in reality, if you had, I think, and I just came off a porn set all day. Okay, I was on a set all day today.
Yeah.
But if you in reality, if you decide to open a house like this and have porn with unprotected sex, nobody's going to know that. Right. You know what I'm saying? If the people involved know that. The reason that the girl that I was with today doing the porn, she, the reason they do it and get the papers is so that they won't get a bad name in the industry, and then nobody would want to work with her. You know what I'm saying? So here in Vegas, you could really open a house like that and shoot the kind of porn you want to shoot. Is that correct? Okay.
Okay. Before I tweet this, I'm going to say that I don't agree with the Team Raw. I'm team covered, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you're team covered. You're team covered.
But I am going to tweet the quote that you said that there is because I want you to tell me You said that there is a safe way to have unprotected sex.
Right.
So I want you to explain that, because I don't know of any, unless you're coating yourself in some kind of plastic film, liquid film or something like that. I don't know a way. So explain that to me.
And if you're coating yourself in plastic film, where do you get that?
Right.
eBay.
eBay. Is there a discount code?
Yeah, it is. DHEF, and you'll get the discount. What do they always give you? 10%.
So what is the safe way of having unprotected sex?
Paperwork for me. It covers, and those days, like.
It's all about the testing then.
Yeah,
it's the testing.
Yes, and they actually are making new rapid testing, which you can actually have on set. I haven't done it myself because I have heard with doing basically when we go inside the clinics, the AIMS and all that type of nature. So I haven't done the rapid testing yet, but I've heard they've been very good and reliable, which is you can find out if you have AIDS, but it doesn't cover the STD part within like an hour, I believe. So
you couldn't find out if they had gonorrhea or chlamydia
that's the part, that you need to make sure that you.
And the big one that's running rapid is that trichomania one.
Yes,
that's the one that's running rapid in the industry.
What is it?
Trichomonas. Yes.
The hell is trichomonas?
It's another STD to be worried about. Google that shit.
It's when you moan, but it's not a true moan, so it's a trick.
Wait, I gotta Twitter that.
There you go.
So how often do you guys test?
Damn near every month, just on the safe side, because she does a lot of independent filming. Like the people that she's been filming with are very personal to her. So there's kind of chemistry there, but just to protect myself, because I am a business, I still need paperwork regardless, even if it's
you need to be tested within 30 days.
Yeah.
Some are even within 2 weeks, but 30
I love
usually.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
everything to be straight then and there. They'll give me the day after you're done or right after we can film, because it's so much. I'm a realistic person, so it's so much stuff you can do within a day. You know what I mean? Who can you run into? I'm nervous when you're saying that you're on the way to the set with the paperwork. Like, what happens if you have to go home? Off your lip. It's not nerves. It's not nerves. It's just like, I wonder if I'm
nervous sitting next to you.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, you all have 3 of you have children on.
I know, I'm feeling out of
I have a zebra bra, but
I was getting ready to purr to it. Like nothing came out.
So before we got on to the sex question, we were talking about the laws, or not laws. Christy, do you know anything about what's going on with Chris Christie?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, a little bit I've watched. I know they're on him about the whole bridge clothing, and is that what you're referring to? Okay, yeah, so I know a little bit.
Okay, you know a little bit. He's supposed to be a candidate for the presidency next term. Would you vote for him?
You know what? I'm going to tell you, this would not. I do personally. I do not start. I will not look at any of this when it comes time, and they say here are your nominees. Then I start watching how they stand on issues that I feel very strongly about. I listen. So if this is brought up and that's a big issue in the campaign, then I'll study it more. But as far as right now, I have no opinion as to which side I'll vote. Okay. I like Chris Christie. I think he's real down to earth.
A lot of people do.
And he was honest. He backed Obama. Give me a break.
Yeah.
So no, I will not make a decision until the whole thing starts. I will not start working for the campaign, whoever side that I work on, and decide Republican, Democrat, until it's down to one candidate, and then I'll just choose who my candidate is and go work for that side for
Gary
the campaign.
Johnson.
Okay, so the next thing in the news, the big news, was Justin Bieber. So you catch everybody up. What's going on with Justin Bieber?
I know all this.
Oh, because she has a preteen daughter.
I know all
a tween.
She also requests One Direction.
I did. That I have to tell you, I really did. When the last time we were at the club,
she sings Justin Bieber at karaoke.
I've done that too. But the last time we were at the club, I asked the DJ. I ask him all the time, "Will you play One Direction?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'll see." DJ One Direction or the DJ?
Both.
DJ Fats.
Oh no, I know the
And
DJ.
One Direction is a boy band.
It's a boy band. It's the new up and coming.
It's Harry, Zayn, Leah.
I
I have a boy. All I have to worry about is knowing how to play Yu-Gi-Oh and which Legos are on top right now.
Well, your day's coming, Sierra.
Last summer we had a road trip to a One Direction concert. They're coming back again next year.
Did you see Bieber too?
No, we could not get tickets, but she's a little over him. She's over him now.
Oh, because he's throwing wild parties at his house.
Right. Well, she doesn't know all that. She doesn't read TMZ. She doesn't check my bookmarks and follow up. But I have to tell you, I did request a One Direction song, and he's always like, yeah. And he pretty much knows I'll forget about it because
Because you're drinking Toxie.
And last time at the very end, he did it, and I couldn't believe it. And he's like, people better dance. And I'm like, don't worry, they will dance. So I'm out there, and I'm trying to get I can't remember. I might have been the only one
Did she drag out there with her?
Me. You did dance.
You're a primo dancer.
So we'll try it again this week. We'll try it again this week. But back to Justin Bieber. So
try it again next week. There is a club Saturday night. She's gonna try it again.
We will. Well, we already have a plan. You're late, so let us just catch you up really fast, then we'll talk about Justin Bieber. Our plan is Tammy has only been giving lap dances to female friends, and I was sharing with her that you've gotta share, friends share. Friends give friends lap dances. I've said it before, and I'm a thorough believer. So we're going to broaden her circle. She'll start with my husband. And then will you be there Saturday?
You know what? The husband, her husband is a perfect lap dance partner. Remember, the lap dance contest, I won $2,000. He was my lap dance partner.
He was.
Because he lifted my fat ass over his head.
So, he's the perfect recipient to start with. And so that's what we're going to do. But instead of tips,
break-in night. I'm so excited.
Instead of tips, though, we're going to try and get free drinks. So if anybody's listening, that is coming Saturday night.
Drinks for lap dances from SinCityBounty.
We'll give lap dances for drinks.
I'm going to need a designated driver and remember to wear my good underwear.
No squawking that night.
Squawking.
Do you want to do it when we get back then?
Well, actually, when we get back, we're going to be interviewing. So awesome. make it quick. It's a very short. It's a very short.
So you have Justin Bieber, and he's young, and he's got some friends hanging out at his place and everything, but he often gets in altercations with his neighbors, and he went to a neighbor's house and he threw eggs. They have video of him. You can hear him where they're yelling out to him and he's yelling back. So it's obviously him.
So mature.
But he lives in this very upscale neighborhood and did damage to the house for $20,000. So now it's a felony.
With eggs? $20,000 of egg
Yes,
damage?
because they have special there's windows and stuff, but there's special stucco on the house that will cost, I think that alone is like $15,000. Yeah, it's imported. It's very high end. So now he's being charged with a felony. They raided his house the other day. They took out one of his friends, Little Zoff.
Took out all his eggs.
Yeah,
they chucked shells.
Yeah, here's the state of America. Here's the state of America. Justin Bieber was proven to have caused this much damage, $20,000, but they arrested the black guy at his house.
But here's why.
I know.
Why.
No, I know.
Because
still,
Justin
Bieber did not get arrested. Wow. He did not go down to the police station. He did
not yet.
Nothing.
Not yet. But there were 11 cop cars there. There was a press conference with the police department. But when they came in, his friend Little Zaw had, they thought it was cocaine, but it was Molly. Or they think it's Molly.
Yeah, exactly.
There it is.
So it was, out there in the open, so they took his friend. And then when his friend was about to get released from jail, he broke somebody's cell phone and got rearrested before leaving the jail, based on, I guess, maybe the amount of damage to the actual phone. So that's pretty badass.
And then, okay, so we've got 1 minute left. The last story that I had was that the actual guys who have their finger on the red button in, I believe it's like Wyoming or something like that, they found, was it Colorado?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Anyway, they found a network of all these guys who are stationed there who have been high for the last. Stoners rule. Yeah, man, what's this button for?
Can you imagine the stress of that job? I don't blame him.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So you're cool.
Balances them out.
You're cool with having people who are stoned all the time.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about stoned people with their finger on the button. They are not trigger happy. They're like, man, can't we just work this shit out? You know, like if we just pass this joint around the whole world, we won't need no red button, man.
Yes. What we need to do is all those crazy terrorists, all those bomb I kill you people. We need to drop a bunch of pussy and weed down on top of them, and life will be much better for everybody.
I'm with you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Push the damn button down.
We get them high. If we get them high and give them blowjobs, they will stop wanting to blow themselves up.
Well, if we got time later in the show, we'll do some more current events because there was a lot of stuff that happened in the news this week. So, but when we come back, we're going to be talking to D. Hef, porn producer, cameraman, foot massager, and everything else, and porn star.
There you go.
Hard Candy. Who Hard Candy brought in a DVD for me, which I'll be taking home and sharing with the girls Friday when I see them again, because this will be mine for the duration of the week.
I hope you all make it past the first scene.
Oh,
it's that good. That good?
Can't make it past
I never
the
do.
first scene.
Yeah, I don't do much either.
This is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasOnThatRadio.com, streaming live on our website, SinCityBounty.com. If you're listening to the audio, you can go watch in studio all the beautiful ladies and our special guest Tammy and our special guests Hard Candy and D. Hef. So we'll be right back.